Alright, greetings and salutations. Chief Security Officer Don Corleone of American Muscle Security, LLC, in conjunction with Stackbooks Foundation, LLC, in conjunction with Parent Group Confidential, LLC. Salute to everybody as what is during Operation Work Forward. This is Operation Get Well USA, and I am your host. Rather that. This is Operation Meshack and Abednego, and I am your host. It's Dining Guard, badge number 11516466472. Bodyguard, whistleblower, watchdog, search party coordinator, me special police. I did say police. Okay, I'm on the south side. Carson Street to be exact. It's 4:42, May 10th. I'm led to believe it's Sunday. Yeah, Sunday 2026. So I'm sitting here as we continue on studying forensic science for leisure purposes, but also, for career purposes. It's just, I say leisure because, this is, books that you can order off of Amazon. So we're reading the table of contents. We left off on examining papers and inks, distinguishing papers, identifying inks, dissecting typewriters, photocopiers, hunting and pecking for clues, finding distinctive traits and in copies. Part 5, the part of tens. Chapter 20, 10 famous forensics cases. Using a homemade ladder, the Lindbergh kidnapping, Sacco and Vanzetti and Sacco's gun, Ted Bundy's bite marks. Sounds creepy. Stella Nichols' trail of fingerprints, finding fibers on Jeffrey McDonald, Georgie Markov and the lethal umbrella. Pardon me. All right. The Hendricks family's last meal, picturing John List, being Anastasia Romanov, faking Hitler's diaries. Chapter 21, 10 ways Hollywood gets it wrong. The quick death, the pretty death, the bleeding corpse, the exact time of death, the one-punch knockout, the disappearing black eye, the fast-acting poison, the untraceable poison, the instant athlete, the high-tech lab. All right, and finally, Chapter 22, 10 great forensics careers. Criminalist, crime scene investigator, forensics pathologist, forensic pathology technician, forensic anthropologist, forensics toxicologist, fingerprint examiner, forensic document examiner, forensic DNA analyst. Okay, and then we have the index. So that is the table of contents. So now we begin. Okay, let's see. Introduction. You probably purchased Forensics for Dummies, 2nd edition, because you're fascinated by the marriage of criminal justice and science. I wrote this book because I have a similar fascination, and you and I are not alone. Shows such as CSI Crime Scene Investigation, CSI Miami, and NCIS have dominated network television ratings for many years, attesting to the fact that millions of people agree that forensics is an interesting subject. Real quickly, I do not own this IP, do not monetize this video. Every criminal investigation you see on the news or read about in the newspaper, it seems hinges on some bit of forensic evidence. This book is designed to give you an understanding of the techniques and the procedures used by forensic scientists. The next time you read or view a mystery story or hear a news report about a crime, you can turn to this book for the science underlying the story. about this book, Forensics for Dummies. Second edition is an introduction to the field of forensic science, covering a broad range of forensics topics in a clear and concise fashion. I explain these often complex principles in plain English so that readers at all levels can gain a better understanding of forensic science. This book includes many examples of how these techniques are applied in real-life situations. In addition, I include case studies throughout the book to illustrate how forensic science has been used to solve famous crimes. If you know absolutely nothing about forensics, this book is an excellent starting point. If you're familiar with many forensics topics, this book serves to refresh and expand your knowledge. Note, the conventional language used by scientists is foreign to most people, so I hold scientific jargon to a minimum in this book. Still, as with other areas of science, the study of forensics can be dry and boring at times. To avoid painting such an arid landscape, I added practical examples of how each technique works, and I included many famous cases that relied on forensic science for their solutions. I also threw in a little humor to liven things up a bit. If my humor falls flat, remember, I am a physician, not a stand-up comedian.